Oh my God, I found it. I can't believe I found it. Babe, are you there? Babe, you got a copy?
My copy.
I have found the alien crash site.
You have found what?
I have found the UFO, and there's an alien body in it still. Did you copy that? I have found the UFO, and the alien body is still inside.
Are you okay?
It's the find of the century. We need to get this cleaned up before the government gets here.
Where are you?
I told you, I'm at the UFO crash site. I'm going to retrieve the alien specimen now. Got him. Come on. All kidding aside, on the hunt for aliens, I have a new toy. And it's called TID Radio. And when TID Radio reached out to me for a review, I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with these walkie-talkies, but they sound like fun. So send them and we'll figure something out. Now, Rosie already has one with her because we were actually using them today. I had to go meet somebody, and she wanted to make sure everything was cool because I was using my phone for something else. And in any case, she was talking to me on the radio to make sure everything went fine. But when you open the box, you get user manual, obviously. There's another manual. I just don't have it in there right now. And you get 2 radios. And I can call Rosie right now and just say, hey, what are you wearing? And then she'll answer me back with something really goofy. But inside the box, you get a data cable for updating. You have, these right here are actually pretty cool. It's an earphone and it has the button on it. You can plug it into the side of the radio.
Go ahead.
And you can see, there she is. And you can use the button here to talk, to activate it, to talk back and forth. And it comes with 2 of them because it comes with 2 radios. And it comes with 2 wristbands. And each radio comes with a charging cable. Now, these are network radios. I believe that's what they're called. I believe these are called network radios. They work off your cellular phone is what they do. So what they do is they send you a SIM card for each radio. And each SIM card, when you buy this package, they're good for 1 year. And then if you go to the website, you'll see that it's just under $20 to renew it after that year is up. And these are global. So you can talk to people around the world on one of these radios. I was just filming the video and I was showing everybody how I could bother you in your car.
You never bother me, baby.
Yeah, that's a load right there. You guys believe that? I got some swampland for you in my garage. There's hundreds.
I'm pulling in right now if you want to pull in behind me.
I love it when you talk dirty to me.
Meow.
All right, like I was saying, there are hundreds of videos on YouTube on full setup of this radio. I'm going to go over a few things, but I'm not going to go over all of it because you can check it out there. My videos are more about usage and having fun with them. Kind of like when I do the bikes, it's about the ride more than it is about anything else. So I'm going to show you how the SIM card goes in it. I'm going to show you about the app because you got to have the app or the radio won't work. So we're going to go over all that and then show you a couple other things we did with the radio to show you distance and exactly how they work. They're a fun little device.
Hey, you think you could open the garage for me?
And I have to stop the video to go open the garage for her. Okay.
Gee, don't sound so excited.
If it's not one thing in this house, it's another. But from all that right there, you got to see a little usage about what we can do with these radios. They're actually kind of fun. All right, so now when you get the radio, this little door will not be on here. It'll be popped off. It'll be inside the box. This little door right here pops down. You slide your SIM card in there. You put the door in and you slide it back up, and your SIM card is locked into place. And like I said, the SIM card comes with the radio. Now there's little tiny screws to hold this door here. I didn't put the screw in because it's just really hard and I have fat fingers, so that's why I didn't put the screw in. It works fine. Look, it doesn't fall out. And then you just slide the battery back on here like that, and you're good to go. All right, so when you turn it on, the red button, believe it or not, which would think was power off, is power on. You're going to get TID Radio talking to the world. Now, I've already set this up, but when you turn it on, you're going to get this QR code, and that's what you're going to want to scan. That's what you're going to want to scan right there to download the application. I already have the application, and my radio is already set up. So after that screen pops up, it'll go into its start mode, and then it'll go to the groups that you have listed or that you can go into. And we're going to go over some of that in just a second here. If you look on the very top right there, I have Tom, the other me. That's a group that I started that I believe people from all over the country or all over the world can find and join. So those subscribers of mine that might have a TID radio, you can find my group. I think that's how it works. I'm gonna have to look that up. Anyway, for those subscribers I have all over the world, if you have a TID radio, you could actually join my group and we could talk back and forth. Doesn't matter where you are. These are global. And then I have the device group. So if you click OK, then the green button is basically the enter button. Hit it again. Once it brings up groups, I go to groups. I'm going to go down to device group, or I'm in device group. That is my group. Hit that, and it'll say,
Groups. Join group other me.
But I don't have anybody in that group. I just started it for when I decide to start adding people, and I believe I'm going to have up to 100 people in it. So I'll click it while I'm on this screen again, bring up groups. We'll go to groups, and then device group is at the top. I'm going to hit OK.
Switching groups.
And that's the group
device group.
And that's the group I have with Rosie. I can go like this and say, hello, hello, hello. And you can hear her radio over there reverbing back. I don't know what she's doing. She's doing something over there. The funny thing is, I was driving down the road and my phone was connected to my truck. And Rosie was calling me on the radio, and it was coming through my truck and the radio at the same time. So I just turned the volume down on my truck, and I had it here. Or you can turn the volume down this, and you can have it through your truck speakers. Either way. Still works the same, though. You still push the send button, hold it down for, I would say, before you talk, because there is a delay, I'll hold it down for a second, and then start talking, and then let off after you're done speaking. They have a fully detailed user manual. You can also do your Android or your iOS device right here, and it has everything you need as far as directions on the application for registration and login as well. Step by step, everything's in here, and it gives you all the keys on the radio, how to program, how to do everything on the device. All right, so let's go into the application. Now, I already have mine set up through the app. I already have a group set up. But what I am going to show you here is once you are set up through the app, go down here in the left-hand corner, hit talk. And this is the group that I have set up, the other me group. I'm not going to enter my own group because I'm in the device group right now. But you have recommended groups. You can go here. And I don't know what these groups are. They call this a POC radio. I don't know what that means because I'm not into like radios and frequencies and ham radios and all that stuff. So I'm learning this as I go with you guys. But I saw somebody go, I think it was Global Radio. Let me see. There we go. These are groups like everywhere, but this isn't where I wanted to go. So it's GM. I think it's GMSR, something like that. Okay, that's it. GMSR means Global Mobile Radio Service, I think. That's what it means. But if I click away from here, These are all the groups. Like you got a Florida GMRS group. So I wonder, there are 69 people in here, and it says join group down here. So let's see if I can join the group. Congratulations, you have successfully joined the group. So let's click on that group. Let's enter the group. Look at some of the names in the group. Casanova, Cactus Boss, Bozo, Be Real, Flaw Fire Medic. That'd be Florida, I guess. Oh, that's FLA though. And then just a bunch of numbers. Nickname Toolman. There's a bunch of different funny names in here. Still trying to figure out how to get into it with the radio. All right, so when you go into the app to do the setup, you're gonna have to bind the radio or bind both radios to the app. My radio has, I've already bound, is that how you say it? I've already binded my radio, so I'm not gonna unbind it like it says up here and do it again. And status. There is, when you go into status on the app, there's a lot of forums and probably a lot of frequently asked questions. I see people talking about the radios in here, what's new with updates, and then TID radios in here talking about things that are new. And then you got your own profile right there. And when you go back to talk, you can add friends. I don't have any friends added. Those are my devices. Distance, I don't have that on there. Groups. I have this Florida group, but I don't know how to add that to the radio. I don't know if I can add that to the radio yet. It says there's 2 users online. I would love to be able to talk to one of them, but I don't see a way to do that just yet. Group avatar, group name, device management. All I can do is quit. It won't let me do anything else. And I can't add it over here. Something I'll have to figure out. I'm learning. Let's go over a couple things here. So this is your select button. If you want to go to menu, the green button is the menu. And then you use the arrows to scroll up and down to what you want to do. And you can update. I updated both radios earlier. You can go into settings and then click the green for enter. And you can check out your voice prompts, your key tone, your backlight, call exit time, battery, SIM card switch, TTS switch, breathing light switch. That's funny. Time and date. And then the red is the back button. And then you can scroll down again about the system and you can read about that. I just named it Tom. Back again. I don't want to update. I want to go back to my group, said okay. I'm already in the device group. I'm done.
Switching groups.
Now I have Rosie's radio shut off. But that's pretty much how this works. It's pretty basic. I just had to figure out how to join the Florida GMRS group. I think maybe because I hit join, maybe someone in that group has to add me, and then when they add me, I will be able to go like device group right here where it says enter group, and then I think I can enter group that way. But I don't know why I would want to enter device group on my phone. So like I said, I'm learning with all of you. All I know is that when you bind these and set your groups up, you're going to want to set up a device group. If you don't know anybody in other groups, you set up a device group for your 2 radios. That way you can use them back and forth. I do not have to have the app open at all. Once everything is bound, it will work fine on its own. All I have to do is turn them on. And then they'll work just like regular walkie-talkies. And like I said before, it's unlimited. Here, let me show you. We were going to do a range test with these today, but I didn't go to work, and work is a long ways away. Now, we've already done one where she was like 7 or 8 or 10 or 11 miles away, and it worked just fine. So, lucky for me, she's going to pick up pizza, which is probably about 5-6 miles away. So, when she gets there, she's going to radio me, and we're going to see how good they work and if the pizzas are ready. That's all that really counts right now is the pizza.
I just pulled in. I'm right outside.
Okay, so they're about 6 or 7 miles away. Is the pizza ready for you to pick up?
I need to check my app. Hold on.
Make sure there's pepperoni on top of the pepperoni on top of the pepperoni, and on top of all that pepperoni, make sure there's pineapple. Yes, pineapple belongs on pizza, like aliens belong in my backyard.
You might have the wrong order.
Oh, I just want pizza. Cheese and pepperonis and pineapples and whatever else there is.
How about a sausage, baby?
Sausage. I got your sausage. All right. I got your sausage. All right. I'll see you guys when you get back.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Now, these are cool. And like I said, they work off your phone's network. Even though I have the app, I don't have to use the app. So I don't have to use my phone at all. I haven't even signed into the app. All I did was turn the radios on, and I chose device group, and they're good to go. This time, I didn't even have to choose device group. I just turned the radios on, they linked up, and we're good to go. The first time we played with these, she was probably, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, 13 miles away. She was a ways away. She took her daughter to work, and I made her take the radio with her, and we talked to each other the whole time just because I wanted to see what distance I could get with these. So these are actually pretty cool. They seem like a pretty decent build. They don't seem, I've seen a lot of these where they look and feel like toys. It feels like a walkie-talkie. As a construction worker, we had the bigger versions, the analog versions of these when I first started working for plumbing companies. And this is how we'd communicate back to base and back to our superintendents or other formers or things like that. So it's very reminiscent of that, but they're a lot of fun. And like I said, Alex and I go on long rides if we're not using the sunglasses, or because these are going to have longer range than the sunglasses. The sunglasses I have, I believe, are 3 mile range. They might be a little bit more, but these go miles upon miles. So I think it's a good little thing to have to communicate back and forth without having to use up your phone. I copy. What's up?
We got the goods.
Ooh, I love it when you talk dirty to me. She's probably trying to think of something to say back to me after that. Too funny.
Cody
doesn't. Tis the facts of life, kid. Tis the facts of life. Okay, what I'm doing has to be 100% user error. There has to be a way for me to join those groups. I don't know exactly how to do that yet. I know that Rosie and I have a lot of fun using these around town, and there's, like I said, there is zero, they're global. So you really can talk from anywhere. There's like 200 and something countries that you can use these radios in. But I've reached out to TID Radio, and once they show me how to do that with joining groups in like Florida, and I tried to join one in New York City. I even entered the group. Maybe it's something to do with they have to approve it first. I don't know. But once I find that out, I will do a short to show you how to do that. And for those subscribers of the channel that might have one of these radios and want to join the Other Me group, you're more than welcome to. All you got to do is reach out to me on Instagram or email, or if you have my phone number, you can text me, and I will send you the QR code, and you can join our group. So anyway, guys, these are super, super fun, and the usage of these is pretty much whatever you want to do. Hiking, Alex and I are going to take them out when we go ride on our bikes. We can put them in our bags that we take with us on our bikes. Rosie and I talk back and forth when I'm at work or she's on the other side of town, or, she's always just, what are you doing? What are you wearing? You know how she is. But anyway, these can be used just about in any activity. Grocery store 3 aisles away, throw the tomatoes, you know how that works, but fun, very, very fun. I think they're running about $54 right now on the website. If they offer a coupon code or anything like that, I will have it in the description. Make sure you check out the description for the links to go and look at these radios and pick the ones you might like to have. They have more than just this model. There's a whole bunch out there, and I believe we can be in groups everywhere. They're called POC radios. I don't know what that means. I'm not into ham radio stuff. So for those of you in comments that say, hey, look, dummy, this is what it means, help yourself, go right on ahead. I want to learn right along with you. All I know is that these are fun to use, and we're going to keep using them. You'll probably see them in some of the videos coming up pretty soon too. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, TID Radio, for sending these out. These were a lot of fun. I'll see you guys on the next video.